Welcome to Headway 101. My name is Corey Freeman, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how cloning and templates work. This is an area that's really confusing for a lot of people who are new to Headway, so we're sort of going to start from the very beginning, and you'll see it's not too hard to get the hang of it. So I'm going to go ahead and open the visual editor. Okay. So here, when we open the visual editor for the first time, we get the grid wizard, and we have these preset grids. I'm going to just use this one, and I'm going to hit save. Now, this is my blog index layout. So my homepage and all my other pages are going to look exactly like the layout I just chose. I'm going to customize it a little further. I'm going to drag this stuff down here. All right, and let's say I'm going to put a custom code block here or something. And we're just going to pretend that's like a big welcome image for our homepage. Okay, I'm actually going to... There we go. That makes me feel better. All right. So let's pretend there's like this big welcome image, and this is our homepage, and this is what we want people to look at when they come to our website. But we don't necessarily want this custom code block to display on other pages. This is usually where people would want to create a template, but I'm going to show you cloning. So cloning is basically going to take the layout we have now and recreate it on another page. So I'm going to edit single, clone existing page, and choose the blog index, which is the first layout I've created. Okay. Now all these blocks, as you can see here, are mirroring another block, namely the blocks that we built on the blog index. That means that if I make changes to the blog index header, it'll change here on the single page. Same goes with the navigation, the widgets, the content block, the footer block, and this custom code block. Since I don't want it to be here, I can hit delete. I don't actually have to slide these blocks up into place, they'll arrange themselves on their own, but it's sort of a habit I've gotten into. I'm going to hit save. Alright, so now on the sample page, there's no custom code block, but everything's still the same. I'm going to go back to the blog index and add something in the way of a header image so you can see that. I never have a header image prepared for these tutorials, so I'm literally just going to pick a file off my computer. Okay, there's a... No, that's a PSD. Let's just grab a picture of my face. Again. Alright. There is another video tutorial that covers uploading a header image, so don't be too worried if that went too fast for you. Okay, so now you can see on the sample page, which is the page we just cloned a layout for, you can see the header, and on the home page, the custom code block appears and you can see the same header. So that's pretty much how cloning a layout works. Now the great thing about this is that I can make changes to the single page template as I want and not have to worry about the blog index changing. I can make, the header will still be mirrored and all the other blocks will still be mirrored, but I could add new blocks. So down here, I can put some breadcrumbs to show visitors where they are now that they're deeper into the website. So if we go back to our sample page, you can see now I've got breadcrumbs, but the header image is still mirrored, and there are no breadcrumbs on the home page. So basically cloning is a really good way to make variations in your base template without sort of having to draw everything over again, and to make sure that your website is connected. Alright. I don't know why I closed that. I actually want that open. Now let's talk about templates. I'm going to click Add Template. Okay, now I'm going to click Edit. Alright, so you can see here that the window is blank. That is supposed to happen, don't panic. Basically, a template is sort of this layout that you can create and then apply as needed. So I'm gonna open the grid wizard again. And let's say I want this to be like a landing page. Sorry, let me go back. So I'm opening the grid wizard. I'm choosing a preset, but since there are other layouts, like our blog index and our single, it's giving me the option to mirror stuff. So let's say I want my header, my footer, and my navigation to be the same, but not my content block. Okay, so this is my template 1. And I'm going to hit save. Alright, you can see that the template hasn't been applied to any pages at all. Both of my home page and my sample page are still exactly the same. So let's make a new page. Let's call this the template page. Let's go ahead and stick some content in here, just so we can tell what it is. Okay, I'm going to close the visual editor in that window and open it in this one. Okay, so now we're editing an entirely new layout. Namely, we are under single, page, template page. So we're editing this page individually, and now there's a new option to assign template. And we can assign template 1. Alright, now you can see we've assigned it successfully. That's a hard word to say. And it says to edit this layout, remove template from this layout. What that means is that our template page will now accept any changes made to template number 1. Let me show you how it works. So if I click edit on our sample page, which you remember we had our own custom layout for. I lied. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, we customized single, not the sample page, so we're actually customizing a totally new layout right now. But our sample page is following our single layout. And you can see we can apply the template here as well. So if I go to templates and then hover over use template, it takes on the same template as template 1. If I reload, you can see our page has changed. It now matches the template page because both of those are using template 1. Our breadcrumbs are gone, and they don't have the custom code block that appears on the home page. However, since we set our template blocks to mirror the navigation, the header, and the footer, they all look sort of uniform. Well, our Hello World page, which is using the single layout, still has breadcrumbs because it's using that template that we cloned. Okay. So now if I make a change to the template, it'll appear on both the sample page and the template page. Just for differentiation, let's put a sidebar on the left. Let me view into place. And hit save. So now our template page has a sidebar, and our sample page has a sidebar. They're both going to use the same sidebar too. So if I go to Appearance and then Widgets, you can see here it says Blog Index and Template, as opposed to Sample Page and Template Page, because they're both using the same exact widget area. So if I add recent posts here, it'll appear on both pages. However, let's say I want my sample page to have its own sidebar. I can go back to my pages and from the layout selector, hit remove template. And now I can edit it. Now I can use the same method before. I can clone an existing page. This time I can clone the single page if I want to. you'll notice that you can't clone a template. So let's say I don't want any breadcrumbs on our sample page. Alright, so let's see. Our sample page has been cloned. It has a mirroring widget sidebar, our header is still there, our footer is still there, it just doesn't have our custom code block. Our template page is still using the template, and it has the recent posts widget we assigned to that template. And our home page is its own independent layout. So to review, templates are layouts that you can assign to multiple pages as needed, but they will all look exactly the same. If I create a new page and I assigned it the template like I did with our sample page, they would have the recent post template tag in the same layout. Cloning mirrors the blocks from the layout you were choosing to clone, but then it allows you to make individual changes, like removing our breadcrumbs block or the custom code block from before. You never have to touch templates if you don't want to. You can go all cloning and individualize pages as needed. The only time when you would use a template is when you need pages to look exactly the same. For instance, if you have multiple products and you want to use the same layout for a sales page. Otherwise, cloning is your best option if you sort of want to make changes but still want each page to have the overall same look. Hopefully this video clears up a few things. Definitely ask questions if you didn't quite understand that, and be sure to visit headway101.com for more information on getting started with Headway. I'm Corey Freeman, thanks for watching.